The prior example of how perspectives and heuristics, alternative perspectives and heuristics, can create breakthrough solutions in the field of finance or in the field of protein folding will probably raise a couple questions in your mind. Probably you're skeptical saying, well, first of all, it was pure serendipity that Black and Scholes ran into some mechanical engineering professors and they were able to trivially solve their complicated equations, or that a postdoc just happened to, by accident, take a class in material science and then solve the R&D problem in protein folding. And so serendipity might be the answer, and it's hard for us to engineer serendipity. Or it could just be simply be the feature of the university environment where we're very lucky to have, by definition, multiple perspectives and heuristics across the faculty. For those of us that are entrepreneurs, that are innovators, that are commercializers of technology, we may not have ready access to diverse perspectives and heuristics. So how do we solve this problem? Over the last 15 years, my core research area has been how crowdsourcing, how going to the crowd for solutions can, in fact, open up diverse perspectives and heuristics through potential participants from different knowledge domains. Crowds can do this systematically, and today, crowds are available on demand. A great example of this is a company that was stuck with a chemical engineering problem that needed help. In particular, Colgate-Palmolive, the makers of the Colgate toothpaste brand, had a new formulation of fluoride for their toothpaste. And what they were concerned about was that this new formulation of fluoride was being dispersed into the atmosphere. And they didn't want to have that happen because of both the wastage and efficiency issues, but also the environmental issues that go along with it. So this new formulation was stuck in the lab because the R&D team could not figure out a way to prevent this dispersion. So finally, in desperation, they posed this problem to a platform called Innocentive to have this problem be solved. Innocentive is an online marketplace established by Eli Lilly to help their engineers and their scientists source diverse perspectives and heuristics from around the world. Innocentive put this out as a challenge with a prize amount. And basically, Ed Melarek, who was an electrical engineer in Canada, came up with this winning solution. Now, what Ed thought about, when Ed saw the problem, he immediately went to a perspective and heuristic pair that was not in chemistry. He was an electrical engineer, so he used a physics-based, electrical engineering-based solution to this problem. And his solution was pretty darn cool. What he did was he said, all you need to do is add a positive charge on the fluoride powder and negative charge or ground the tube, and all of a sudden there won't be any dispersion whatsoever of the fluoride when you try to mix the toothpaste with the fluoride. For this effort, he got $25,000 prize, and he only spent a few hours outlining the solution to this problem. But what it shows you is, again, the power now of the perspective heuristic pair and going to somebody completely outside of the field of the problem to generate a winning solution that can solve this problem that Colgate was stuck on for some time. There's some other really cool examples of this. I've got several papers written about this. If you're interested, we'll put that up on our readings list. But another cool example was the development of an edible polymer delivery system for drugs. And different winning solutions for this particular problem came from an aerospace physicist, a small agribusiness owner, a transdermal drug delivery specialist, and an industrial scientist. All four of these individuals took different perspectives and heuristics on the problem, and they all came up with successful solutions. So the key for us is to think about how we can rely on the crowd to help us systematically generate new, alternative, and multiple perspective heuristic pairs for our problem-solving efforts and for our commercialization efforts.